here we do shadow work following the moon, and this week our last quarter moon is moving through Taurus, and well, we got like Aries and Taurus. We're still in a very like transitional moon kind of thing, which is neat because we really get to experience both sides of these cuspy energies as we move through, and it's been very interesting. Also, yes, the collective quarter is for all signs. It's just for all of us to come together and tap in and get a few messages and cheer each other on. Just gonna talk on the Taurus energy a little bit, but we're dropping cards, so let's just get into it. It's like the tower came out with a hard drop. It was aggressive the way that tower just like dropped out of here. And what came with our tower? The Five of Pentacles, Seven Wands, and the Chariot. It's going down, is it? Is it just going down? Like it's all coming down pretty hard at this point, quite ridiculously. Fair enough. I'll give you credit where credit's due, if that ain't the truth. But that doesn't mean that we aren't well prepared for this. That doesn't mean that we already weren't planning for this. I feel like we already had our bags packed. We saw this one coming, and we were ready to move. We were already ready. We saw this one coming from a mile away. Boundaries up and in place, and getting the heck out of Dodge before the entire city burns to the ground. And I kind of feel like it's a Taurus energy, like by the skin of our neck, that we're gonna just squeak out of this. Catastrophe. All of this like lack energy that's just been building up and creating this house of cards that so easily has toppled down. Justice. Justice came out sideways across the Seven of Wands and Chariot energy. Yeah, there's no way that you couldn't have known or felt this coming, I think. Like, karmically speaking, it was such a well-written script that there was no way that we didn't see all of this coming. Like, if you do this and you behave in this fashion and you spend this money in this place and you invest your time and your energies into this thing, obviously it's going to come toppling down. It is going to bring you nothing but suffering. Yes. However, I feel like even with justice coming out sideways, we're very balanced. Comes out not facing us, just feels like a nuclear winter. Yeah, that's what that feels like that dead silence that's almost eerie but at the same time extremely comforting. After a big loud chaos, after narrowly escaping. Just staring at this crab. just thinking about how relieved I've been that Cancer season is finally over. It's funny that Leo is the solar season, and yet at the same time, as soon as we hit Leo season, it started to like cool off a little bit, you know? Not that we aren't still getting hit with some heat waves, but it's much nicer. The nights are much nicer, much more comfortable at this point. Ah, yeah. Okay. We can rest easy. After the chaos and the dust settles, we're going to be able to rest a little bit more easily. Because it is chaotic energy, is it not? We got just wild energy coming up out of the chat from this live, I tell you. It's something. It's something. But you know, who wouldn't resist? Who could resist dropping a comment as they flip channels? It's gonna be a short message. We can go quiet. We can cut this off. No, it's the peace. It's that quiet moment. What comes out after the moon? What brings us into the light, into the dawn? The sun. There it is. Told you we were in the season of the sun. Moving out from that Cancer, moony energy and stepping out into the light. And, you know, after coming out of all of this, it's certainly worth celebrating. Certainly. I'm just waiting. Like, I just want to hold this for a little bit longer. Yeah, I am the sun, and you are the sun. We are all light and we are all darkness. Now that we've made our Cancer connections, we get to step out and enjoy that new energy a little bit. I feel like we're coming into this a little bit wiser, much more well-read. Again, because we read everything leading up to this point. We've gotten so good at recognizing the cycles and the way that the karmic scripts play out that now we're taking a hand at writing our own scripts. We get to write our own story, cast ourselves in new roles, play new characters, and act out in them. It's a lot of our opportunity. I think I'm going to take that moment now and talk a little bit more on that Aries to Taurus energy, because what I was getting off of it was very much the feeling you get after you've been working out for a little while. You haven't like reached the results that you want yet, but you can feel yourself getting stronger every time you come back. You can feel your muscles moving better, more efficiently, getting in. You're getting buff. We're all getting buff right now. Hot girl summer is like a hot dude summer. Like we're all flexing our muscles, our creative muscles, There's like a word that I'm thinking of and I cannot pull it out. It's just, writing muscles. There you go. Like I said, we're writing our own script. I think the Ace of Cups has got me distracted. This is an opportunity for us to come into these new roles, this new script, and express ourselves with strength, courage, and balance. It's tempered just a little bit. Not because we are not acting in our authentic, childlike self, but more because we have learned from our childhood, from our experiences, that you can't come at things, you can't approach things in all of the ways that we might naturally want to do so. This is a conversation I was literally just having, actually, about how, like, yeah, it's good to, like, act in your own true character and be genuine with people, but it's also really good to observe people, to read people, to learn how to approach them in a way that will be better received. You know what I mean? And that's what this is. This is that balance of putting yourself out there, acting authentically and genuinely with kindness and compassion and just a little bit of reserve, just a little bit of control. Again, not because we're holding back, but because we want to approach this new role correctly. We want to step right. We've taken all of this time, wasted all of this time, pushing on cycles, stepping in all of the wrong directions, creating tower moments, causing chaos, mass destruction, losing our fortune and everything that we've ever had, going through those Job clouds. And this is our opportunity to do it better. I'm gonna pull one more. I'm gonna get into the oracles here pretty soon. Yeah, oracles. I can talk and talk and talk and talk, but I don't want to. I like to keep our messages short and sweet, and if we have further questions or if you want to dive deeper into this, then tune in. Send me an email. Let's do a read, and we can get into those finer details. But I feel like our general message is here. It's with us. The barn brag. It's sweetness and synergy. Essentially, it is our strength and temperance right here. This is all of the different opportunities baked into one bread, one sweet and delicious bread that is, they put all kinds of different trinkets that are supposed to be omens, and some of them are good and some of them are bad, and you never really know what you're gonna get in your piece of bread. So what you want to do is just dive in. Give yourself that opportunity. Try things that you haven't tried. Again, with restraint and control, but at the same time, not holding back your genuine and authentic self. Put everything, all of your hopes and wishes and dreams into this sweet bread and dig in. see what you get, see what comes out. What's the worst that could happen? You're going to find yourself in yet another Tower and Five of Pentacles situation where we've, you know, gone, done, and broke it again. Like, who hasn't done that 100,000 times? Again, I feel like this collective, we are at the point where we have seen this cycle. We have played this out so much that we can read it like a script. And that's why we know exactly where to step and how to step there. It doesn't seem or feel like we know, but we do. So don't hold back. Step out into the sun and fully embrace this new character that you've been writing for yourself. Dive into it. See how far you can take this. And remember to keep it as genuine, authentic, and you as possible, while still practicing kindness, patience, and balance, not just with others, but with yourself as well. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a fantastic quarter moon. We'll see you next time.